I'm thankful for a job. I'm thankful for an easy commute. Thankful for my family, uh, my niece, and my future niece or nephew that's due next year. And yeah,
I'm thankful that chihuahuas can't fly. Hey everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Riff Tannens here, Daniel White.
Michael Yabs or Yabs.
Since it's Thanksgiving, we figured we'd put on our favorite Thanksgiving movie, Exorcist II, Satanic Boogaloo.
Tim Burton's brother. I wore my good robes for this.
Figure a slingshot would be a very effective weapon against locusts.
As usual, king of the evil spirits of the air.
Isuzu, the worst car ever made in the 80s.
Oh, it's just a water party.
Or urine. Ooh.
If this were 2025, they'd all be holding cell phones. Whoa.
Get some feelings.
Reagan, I want you to relax and make your tone go deeper.
Oh, no best.
Like this.
Deeper. Deeper, Reagan.
Deeper. Deeper. So deep. Ah! And this was how Sarah Silverman ruined Christmas.
Be expelled from this creature of God!
Or at least suspended for detention with the Breakfast Club.
Go deeper, Reagan. Deeper into your memory. Deeper, deeper.
Paul Henry as the Cardinal.
Richard Burton.
Deeper, Reagan. Deeper.
How deep can a tone get? You talking double bass here? Don't you forget about me. Talk about dressing in layers.
This guy is the Russian dolls of clothes.
Some go so far as to suggest that he was a Satanist.
He only likes Satans who are the same color as he is. Okay, now they're just making up names. Front-loading the credits like this feels more like deflecting blame than proudly presenting. Concentrate on the strobe light. Concentrate on the strobe light. Let the music take you. Burn, baby, burn. It's a disco and burn, oh, burn.
I'm gonna swing this over and hit one of them, and hopefully this movie kills us all.
I'm starting to
Down
feel like
deeper.
I dialed a naughty phone number.
And deeper.
I tried making my tone go deeper. I can't.
It's girth that matters, yes. It's biblical because there are locusts and slingshots. Are you getting the symbolism here, Yabs?
I am. It's
Locusts. Yeah. Slingshot.
It's from the book of Heretic. I mean, just kidding.
Deeper.
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 Shallower. Now deeper. Shallower.
She's feeling it.
Dr. Tuscan has great genes.
In the valley of the shadow of death.
Father Wrench in the hidden belly of the shadow of death. Be in my bowl.
Big Dan's Do-It-Yourself Exorcism Toolbox.
Hi, I'm Big Dan. I saw The Exorcist once, and that's all the qualification I need to bring you Big Dan's Do-It-Yourself Exorcism Toolbox. It's a cardboard box because I can't afford a metal toolbox.
To get an exorcism from the Catholic Church, you first got to go through your priest, who then has to get approved by the bishop, who then has to do a medical and psychological evaluation and can only move diagonally. Only then can he say yes.
I don't know about you, but I'd rather wait in line at the DMV all day with diarrhea than go through all that. You need exorcism now. Good thing you got Big Dan's Do-It-Yourself Exorcism Toolbox. It comes with all the shit you need to perform your own exorcism. Like note cards with the rites written down on them and some bullshit in Latin because it's hard to remember.
Big Dan's Holy Moly Holy Water Spray Bottle. perfect for exorcisms and pool parties.
Big Dan's spine realigner. Them 360-degree head turns ain't gonna fix themselves.
Crucifix and instructions on how to use it, including common mistakes that may surprise you. And now we'll throw in Big Dan's priest ordaining study guide. It's easier than you think.
So why wait? Tell Satan to get his dead ass behind you with Big Dan's do-it-yourself exorcism toolbox.
Product not officially endorsed by the church. Offer not valid north of Oklahoma. If exorcism lasts more than 4 hours, consult the Vatican. Not responsible for vaginal splinters.
The power of Christ compels you to call this number. And that's The Exorcist II, the Heretic. So before we go into our discussion, I just want to address the elephant in the room. Those of you who have been with us for a while have probably noticed this is our third video in a row without Bruce. We want you to know that he is alive and well. Everything's fine. The problem was that he and I had conflicting ideas about where to go with this project, that we're just never going to gel. But Yabs and I wish him well. If he decides to make his own YouTube channel, we will be his first subscribers. So, anything you want to add to that?
No, yeah, we wish him well, and yeah, unfortunately some things didn't work out, but yeah, it's all good. So yeah.
Okay, great. So, again, that was The Exorcist II. So when The Exorcist came out, of course, it was a huge hit, and it kind of spawned a whole series of satanic, maybe evil kid or satanic forces kind of movies. Probably the most notable was the Omen series, but there was also Audrey Rose, The Changeling, the Amityville Horror to a certain degree, but more so the sequel. But my question is, do you think the Exorcist II director, whose name is John Borman, do you think he had anything artistic to say with this sequel, or was it just Warner Brothers doing a cash grab? Like, hey, let's get some more money out of this.
Yeah, I would think it's a cash grab because the way that it seemed with the movie is everything was rushed, and it wasn't planned. It looks like compared to the first one, it wasn't planned at all.
Right.
Everything was convoluted. I mean, they brought back Regan. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I know
I think it was Regan in the first one and Reagan in the second one.
And Reagan in the second one. So
we'll see, Reagan. We'll see.
I honestly don't. I would think that they kind of needed to polish this one up, but yeah, it was definitely a cash grab, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that way too, and apparently it was really weighed down by rewrites and tensions on the set.
Seemed like it.
Linda Blair didn't want to come back for it.
Yeah. The cast looked very uncomfortable.
That is true.
In scenes together. Yeah, I can't think of it as a movie that was smooth.
I think it rivals Wes Anderson movies for awkward stares. My next question is Exorcist II the worst sequel ever?
It's up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think of Sharknado 2, because the first one was terrible.
Right.
It's a dumb idea for a film. It was just cash grab, obviously, having every celebrity in there. C-list celebrity, let's preface that. And then they do a sequel. And I think they made 2 more after that. Did they do 4?
I am actually not sure how many Sharknado movies.
I know there was a 3.
I'll put it right here.
Yeah, let us know. I think the second one was bad. This one was bad. Just the tension on the set. To me, that's what it was. So on the screen, you could see everyone was uncomfortable. Especially, you're like, this is the final cut, and this doesn't look right.
Would it still be bad if it weren't a sequel to what's considered the scariest horror movie of all time? If it were just a standalone movie, would it still feel this bad?
If it was a standalone movie, I wouldn't think so, because it's tied to the Exorcist series.
Yeah.
That's why I think it didn't live up to the original.
Personally, I think that would almost make it worse, just because there would then be no context for it, and it would just be a weird-ass movie.
Yeah.
So, In terms of bad sequels, though, I'm not really sure this is the worst one I've seen. The Birds 2 was absolutely awful. Then there's also a whole score of straight-to-video sequels that are sequels kind of in name only. Troll 2 kind of falls into that
Troll
category.
in the Hood.
Yeah.
I saw that one on
That's Leprechaun.
Leprechaun?
Yeah.
Okay. Leprechaun in the Hood. I saw that in the it was either Tubi or one of the streaming apps had it. Obviously it was one of the free apps because
And that was actually like part 4.
was that the 4th? Okay.
Yeah,
But
but then it was kind of a reboot because the next one was Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
oh my god.
But Troll 2 is up there with The Room, though. If you haven't seen that one, it's something to see, definitely. But I am going to go worst sequel of all time, and I know it's a more recent movie, but to me, the worst sequel I've ever seen was Men in Black 2. And that really has less to do with the overall quality of the movie or departure from the original, but it just took away everything that the original established.
Yeah, because Agent K and Agent J, was it? Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones.
Right.
Yeah, the first one was very iconic, very good. And for some reason, what's the skinny actress that played like the villain? Lara Flynn Boyle.
Oh, yes.
She was like the marquee evil woman, like female villain that they had to like conquer, compared to like the first one where it was the roach guy.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio,
yeah.
which he did a great job.
He really did. I believe that was not his skin.
The makeup, the special effects. Tony Shalhoub as the weird alien.
That was awesome.
Like all the characters gelled. And Will Smith was great. I mean, obviously he was like making Independence Day and Bad Boys. He was coming off of like making 20 million a movie. He was the it guy.
But what killed me about part 2 was that the first one ended with Agent K, spoiler alert, getting his memory zapped and going back to his wife, and it's a happy ending. And then Agent J, who his whole character arc has been getting ready to do this himself.
Yeah.
So it ends with him and Linda Fiorentino's character as the new, I guess, people in black, the Pib. So the sequel could have been really good with just him and Linda Fiorentino. And I don't know, maybe they couldn't get her, but they could have just left Tommy Lee Jones out of it, in my opinion. They could have let Agent K just have his happy ending.
Yeah,
but
that's
they
true.
didn't, so they just completely went back on...
Yeah, she was the coroner, wasn't she?
Yes.
And they were like having a flirtatious scene, and I guess, yeah, that was the ending.
I'm gonna have to put part of that scene in here.
Yeah, because he's like looking at
it.
it was pretty funny. I just remember seeing that and laughing about it, like this is a weird random scene. But yeah, she did become the I guess the next agent, but I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with the second one. So that
they were thinking people will see this and will make more money.
Yeah. Coming back to Exorcist 2.
Yeah.
Knowing that you see the first one, you see how it works, and then you know the common theme. They use religion, and then in this one, they use science to try to.
Well, there's a little bit of a religion versus science in the first one too, because the mother is not a religious person.
That's right.
She's very skeptical.
Yeah.
And like the doctors can't figure out what's going on, so she finally is just like, I don't know what to do, so she calls the priests.
Yeah. And then in the second one,
I feel like I haven't seen the first one in a long time, but I feel like even the priests were skeptical because that's kind of their job. They're supposed to rule out, and I did some research on this, the way the Catholic Church does exorcisms. The priest has to get permission from a bishop, and the bishop, I can say, yes, you can do this. The bishop will go to the house and just try to rule out any medical or psychological cause of what's going on.
Yeah.
And only after that happens, just like you heard in our sketch, it's only after that happens that they can say, yes, you can do this exorcism if they can't find any other cause, which I think if you believe in that stuff, you already have a little bit of an inherent bias, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, you can believe what you want to believe.
So it's yay or nay from them.
Yeah.
And then if you get a no, then I guess Oh, that person's screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how else to approach it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how these priests work, but it seems like it's just, oh, thumbs up, like ancient Rome.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the thumbs up. Okay, let's go cure this girl. Oh, we got the thumbs down. All right, going. That's lunch.
Personally, I think my personal view as a skeptic is if the person believes that an exorcism will work, try it. Maybe you'll get a placebo effect.
Yeah,
I mean,
science.
yeah, that
Trials.
it's science. Yeah,
It's hypothesis.
that's science. Deal with it.
What is it? The scientific method.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it is. Yeah. So I Regan being in both movies, I would think that she's. I don't know, for some reason she was younger, obviously, in the first one.
14.
14, yeah.
Yeah.
So in this one she's 18,
18, 19. First one was what, 73?
73.
14. This was 77. So
okay.
yeah, I'd say
She's still
18,
immature
yeah.
in this one, in my
Right.
opinion. But I think that was the way the character was written, and
as opposed to those normal 18-year-olds who just have the world figured out.
Yeah. I just yeah, so that kind of stood out for me. But again, I probably have to rewatch the first one. But it hasn't been too long.
You've
since
got
I've seen
that love interest set up at the beginning of it with he's playing the saxophone and she's tapped in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that never comes back.
It doesn't. Because that's right, that it totally disappeared. Like, nope.
Yeah. She doesn't get to have
The meet cute, or not the meet cute, but the romantic kind of banter.
Yeah, it's a meet cute, I would say.
Yeah, it's a meet cute, but the romantic banter, it's gone.
It's not there.
That saxophone was just what it was.
Yep, it was a scene with no purpose.
Yeah.
She
Much
doesn't
like a lot of this film.
doesn't get to date her Emo Phillips.
Emo Phillips, exactly.
But how many of us do?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's attempt some positivity. What's redeemable about this movie? Do you see anything?
I would say that the music was, sadly to say, that the music was the highlight. Like the build up.
Yeah.
The crescendo, the score, musical score.
Yeah, it did a good job conveying chaos.
Like with the Dolby surround, whatever you have,
Yeah.
you can feel, okay, this is a scene it's kind of like, oh my God, I'm at the edge of my seat. Through terrible acting, what's gonna happen? The CGI was terrible. That's the complete opposite of the music. But those are the positives for me, as the musical score.
Okay. I think there was probably a movie in this at some point, but just through the rewrites and the edits and just everything that happened on set, I think it just got lost. So I think there probably was a way this could have been good.
Yeah, it seemed the way it was cut up, it was like 8 movies in one.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's so many different locations.
The repeated scenes of the locust, it's never really clear what that's supposed to represent. Is that Pazuzu? Is that biblical symbolism? It's like you're kind of mixing your religions there.
Yeah, and it's a swarm, and then it's gigantic. Like, are they zoomed in, or is that the size of a building? Like, do we not know how big Pazuzu is?
It's never really clear what's going on. It is just a fever dream.
Yeah.
Or are we just stupid? Is this misunderstood genius? Is it maybe that nobody's truly appreciated this for the work of art that it is?
So are you saying, is this like Rosebud, that kind of thing?
That movie is called Citizen Kane.
Yeah, sorry, I call it Rosebud. We can edit this out.
Yeah, is it?
I look like an idiot.
That's staying in, yeah.
Yay.
But yeah, is this the horror version of Citizen Kane? So I was gonna call it Cinnamon Kane. We can leave that in if we can leave your Rosebud.
Rosebud. Every movie from now on, I won't even say Citizens Kane. I'll compare it to Rosebud.
I'm gonna call it Cinnamon Kane.
Cinnamon Kane.
From now on, that movie is called Cinnamon Kane.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Orson Welles.
Royalties.
Yeah.
But is it misunderstood genius? Is there a chance that nobody has fully appreciated this for the Mona Lisa that it is?
Probably in some small circles. You stated that this was a cult classic, and or people were obsessed with this.
All the wrong reasons.
Yes, yeah. Kind of like The Room. Like
Yeah.
it was bad, and then it needs to kind of get that conversation going.
This is definitely on a lot of worst movies of all time lists.
Yes, this is a bad movie. Yeah.
Now, if this was released by Warner Brothers, would appearances by Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny have made it better?
Yes.
Just do a whole Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Just have like live animation, or is it live action animation, standing next to Regan. Like, you know, Daffy's bill spinning around his face after he gets musketed in the face. And then you just have Regan just going through her spells.
Pazuzu, you are despicable.
Exactly. Pazuzu. Elmer Fudd and Pazuzu.
What's up, priest? I'm hunting demons.
I would watch that.
I absolutely would watch that. Yes.
Like,
that would be
an animated version of Exorcist II, but
I wouldn't say it would be good, but it would be must see.
No, we're not going to win an award for that. But yeah, I would watch it.
What were the specific failings of The Exorcist II?
The way that it would shoot from like it's raining and then sunny.
Mhm.
You don't know what time of day it is. Like there was the scene where they said, "Oh yeah, do you want to get hooked up to the machine tomorrow?" And then literally, we don't know if it's day or night or morning.
Mhm.
The next day, they're just sitting in the room and she's already hooked up with the priest. And I was like, well, that came off weird. She's hooked up to the machine sitting across from the priest. Not she's hooked up with the priest.
Well, they're going deeper.
Girthier, whatever they need to do with disco balls. And
go down with me and go deeper.
They're hooked up to like a walkie-talkie from 1987, and it's just a terrible.
What was with that? What was it? A mental institution? They couldn't even tell what kind of building.
I don't know, but it was all glass. It was no walls. Like no one trusted each other.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised they didn't have like a see-through bathroom with glass toilets. It's like, geez.
Yeah, I think probably just the coherence of it. And there is that scene where Richard Burton just looks right into the camera, even though you know that what's her name, Jessica Fletcher, is not where he's looking.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's just like this, and she's like off camera or
like,
off to the side.
Is that a fourth wall break? Is he Father Deadpool?
I think they forgot where the cameraman wanted to set up at, and they just said, "Look over there."
Must be. Or was Richard Burton just drunk filming that scene?
I would be. I don't blame him.
Yeah. For me, having all the credits front loaded really hurt it because there was no build up. It was just somebody screaming, and I didn't care. I was just like, "Can we start the movie, please?"
Yeah.
Slumber Party Massacre at least had something going on during the credits.
Yeah, they had the bit of an action. You see this, I guess, the LA skyline, the paperboy, and then the intro to the characters. This one, you just jumped in. And again, it's the editing or something happened.
Yeah.
And it didn't gel. I like using that for movies, that word, gel. Because if it doesn't flow well, it's not going to keep people interested. And then you get this.
I think something like this can work, but you need to have, at some point, there needs to be coherence. It needs to explain what's going on. It can't just be confusion, it's over. But that is what this is. It's just like you wake up from some weird nightmare and don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah.
I mean...
And he just goes to... Like, there was a scene where he flies to the Vatican, I guess, to go see that lead pope.
Yeah,
the
lead pope.
Lead pope.
Yeah, I think cardinal, maybe bishop.
Yeah, because he had red, so I'm thinking cardinal. But yeah, they didn't show him
what devoted Catholics we both are.
Yeah. I didn't understand how they didn't show him like getting ready to fly back. Mm-hmm. He just shows up, and then he has to go back to talk to Regan, and it's like wait, there's no smooth transition into the next scene.
Mhm.
Like normally you see them, oh, he's getting ready, it's the morning. But no, he's already in his, you know, I was gonna say father gear, but priest
His
gear.
Pope pajamas.
His Pope pajamas. But they just show up in the room. And then the next day Regan's hooked up to the machine. It's like, oh, I guess you flew back. Like, what is
Yeah.
this?
They had that weird scene with her roommate where she's, oh no, with the nurse where she's pretending to bend the spoons.
Yeah.
Like, you're such an idiot. Like, this is the character we're supposed to like.
Yeah, it's like that scene didn't belong there. There's
And then suddenly she's just hooked up to the machine. It's like, why did we need that scene? Why didn't we just do it at that point?
Yeah.
I understand sometimes you set it up and then you delay it because you have some kind of story you need to develop first.
Yeah.
Hero's journey, you have the call is denied and then some other things happen, then the hero decides to take the call after all.
Yeah.
But that wasn't this. It was just a completely unnecessary scene between her saying, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow, and them doing it tomorrow.
Like, it would have made sense if she had the spoons and they were eating cereal, meaning breakfast time, and then she goes.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was just like, oh, spoons, TV show, news story, idiot, and then it just cuts to the next scene. We're like, oh, this makes sense.
And I think the weirdest thing about the whole spoon thing is that this ultimately was not a smoke and mirrors prank. It was... There is actual evil in this movie. There is a Satan. There is a Pazuzu in the world of this movie. So why set up a fake out that's not going to pay off?
Because they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
It's evidence right there.
I think probably that would also be a good way to resolve this, to make it a version that works on some level, would be to find the way that they are doing this that is, what's the word? Secular.
Mm-hmm.
Where it is an elaborate hoax.
Yeah.
Because they set that up with the spoons.
That's a perfect... Actually, that would work. Yeah. It's... This is such a bad movie. It's so bad.
We were having fun with it though.
Yeah. It's fun because they took it seriously.
That is what makes it funny, is that it was taken seriously. They actually thought they were making a good movie, and they may have been at one point.
Yeah, the opening credits.
Yeah.
They did right. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we could put words on the screen. Oh, that's easy. Now act. Oh no, we can't.
No, we can't do that. No. So you had some points you wanted to bring up.
Oh, yes. So in this, it's like the locust is the evilness that takes over, and it's international, so they have to go to Ethiopia and Africa and hop around, Italy and New York. And for the first one, she was just in, is it Georgetown, wherever she's at? In her bedroom. And that's where Pazuzu, or evil Satan, was.
I don't think they called him Pazuzu in the first movie.
No, they called him...
It was I think there was the statue that Father Marin is looking at the beginning was a statue of Pazuzu. But I think the point of view that movie is from is that anything that's not God is Satan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So they had that. So it was sort of like the animal locusts versus the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have those two comparisons, and like we discussed earlier, science versus religion,
Mm-hmm.
and then they emphasize more with that weird machine. Obviously, that looked that was a contraption that just didn't need to exist, but
it didn't age well.
No. And then the holy water in the first one, and then casting them out, and then having these psychologists hooked up to the machine to find and locate and talk with her, instead of just actually having the priest say, hey, what's wrong with you? And then let me just splash this on you. Like the first one. It was just it just it was like they made it up as they went along.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hook up these electrodes. Okay, look at this light. Okay, any third grader can come up with something like that, but it just didn't seem like it would work in a scientific lab.
No.
It was definitely just...
Well, those flashing lights are definitely going to bother somebody who is in that facility.
It bothered me. I tried to not look at the screen. I think that's what they were going for. Don't look at the screen. There's nothing here.
Yeah. Just, we got your money.
Yeah.
You can go home.
Go home.
Bury
There's
yourself.
popcorn. Yeah, imagine it's like 100-foot screen, and it's just the light is on and off, and it's like, oh, Regan, Father, what's his name? McGonagall? I don't know. Lamont.
Father Lamont.
Lamont. And it's yeah, the flashing lights was very epileptic.
Yeah, how many people do you think had seizures during this movie?
All of them.
All of them.
And that was before the credits. They got the ticket prices. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, those are my points. It's just the religion versus science, and then the animal locust versus the spirit world. Convoluted mess. Yeah.
I don't really see what the Africa plot and the demon possession with Linda Blair plot, or Regan, whatever, had to do with each other.
It was just an excuse to travel.
Yeah.
I think for Ethiopia, and to make it like otherworldly, but then also like let's include like international. I don't know. They just tried to make it global, and it just didn't. It didn't seem right.
Yeah, well, they do take a dim view of anyone who is not Christian, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a house, a Baptist household, but it's like this movie was way off. Like I don't even. I mean, I don't speak for Catholics, but you could kind of see that. Yeah, compared to the first one, that one was at least almost realistic. Like, what was that movie, Exorcism of Emily Rose?
Emily Rose, yeah.
That was more believable. And I think it was, what's her name was in it? Dexter's sister. Jennifer Carpenter.
Yeah.
She was in that, and that was good. And I just remember going, oh, this is actually just as good as The Exorcist. It wasn't Exorcist II, though. So,
yeah.
like, she didn't fly to, like, Ethiopia or anything.
I feel like even The Exorcist probably would have been better if they had left it up to you to decide if Regan was actually possessed, or if it was just psychological trauma.
Yeah, if it was more like a mind-bending M. Night kind of like, oh, it was all in her head, or, you know, that type of thing, I would have appreciated it more. But yeah, this was way too
literal,
physical, and you had to move around a lot. It is,
final thoughts.
I'm never gonna watch this movie again.
Oh, we still have to do the whole riff track.
Yeah.
We'll explain that later.
Yeah, we'll explain that.
Yeah.
It's bad. Feels rushed. Very murky with religion and science. I mean, it's debatable, but was it necessary? The movie was not needed.
No.
Standalone, yes, just leave the first Exorcist alone. It's leave Britney alone.
Leave Exorcist alone.
Leave Regan alone.
alone.
Yeah.
Leave Regan alone. Yeah.
And then,
seriously, that girl's been through enough. Don't put her through a sequel.
Yeah, Linda Blair. She probably would agree. Like, oh yeah, just the first movie is all that was needed.
Yeah.
In hindsight. So, but that I give it a. Let me give a half a star out of 5.
It's bad. It's a slog. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one to get through, but it's kind of fascinating in a way, like most of these movies are, but it's not fun like the Slumber Party Massacre was.
Yeah, that was campy.
The campy slasher movies and the slasher sequels that don't really need to exist but are still just campy and fun. Those have their charm. All those 80s slashers, they've got a certain charm to them.
It's comedy, and it's you have fun, horror, all in one stop shop, I guess. But yeah, this one was like, we're serious. Like it. Please like it.
It's hard to get into something like that.
No, very hard.
Yeah, so anyway, we've been talking about Slumber Party Massacre a lot. If you're interested in that, feel free to click the link and watch that video. Please subscribe if you like what you've seen. We look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys. See you around.
See ya.